Built to Last is brought to you by the Mid-America Carpenters Regional Council Labor Management Committee and by Klein Tools, for professionals since 1857. Hi, I'm Mark Nilsson. In this episode of Built to Last, we'll explore how carpenters bring in the next generation of apprentices. But first, a career as a union carpenter is about more than just the pride in the craft. It's about pride in the community.
We love the Carpenters Union. Carpenters, thank you so much for coming out.
It's St. Patrick's Day when all the members of the Mid-America Carpenters Regional Council are Irish and joining in with the community, marching in parades on the northwest side and the south side of Chicago, as well as in Kansas City.
My parents are from Ireland, so to me it's a very important day. It's a big day for all of us in this community. The Irish American community here is very active, very strong. We're here to help serve our neighbors and our community.
I think the parade represents love to the community. There's so many people out here, even with this weather. This weather's crazy, but we have all these guys, all these sisterhoods out here. I love it, man. I think it's important for us to come out here and show it.
Let's hear it for the Carpenters! Love the Carpenters!
While early March can bring unpredictable weather in the Midwest, on this day, the road reached up to meet the union carpenters as they represented their trade within the communities.
We're out here to show support, to get people to join, so there's more behind it, you know. It's just not about, oh, we're union. No, we're out here participating, being in the community, and in the weather. You know, the weather's not stopping us.
Happy St. Patty's Day! It's important for the unions to represent in events like this so that we can get out to the public that unions are strong.
Be a carpenter.
That unions built America, made the middle class.
This has been a long tradition for the Carpenters Union to be here, especially the Southside Parade, because it means a lot to the membership that participate in it. Carpenters do a lot of volunteer work on the South Side and all over the city that contributes to the different communities that we represent and that they live in. The unions stand for basically people making a living wage. It's a great career.
Come on, we build America! Let's go!
My name is Dino Campos. I'm a proud union carpenter with Chicago's Local 13 for 24 and 7/8 years. And I'm happy to be here for St. Patrick's Day. God bless everyone.
I'm a plumber.
Well, unfortunate, but...
As proud as the Irish are when they shout Erin go Bra, so are the proud carpenters when they talk about their union.
Oh, wow. Being in the union has helped me out tremendously. I mean, I've been able to live a stable life, work hard for a decent pay, and provide for my family and provide the benefits that are needed to raise a family. I can't thank them enough for that, you know.
The Carpenters Union is so important to the community that even local members of Congress show their support at this exciting and important celebration.
I just finished marching in a St. Patrick's Day parade with the Carpenters and lots of other folks on a chilly day in March. You know, we went through in the last Congress and really worked to make sure that we passed the biggest infrastructure bill in our country's history. We very intentionally made sure that the incentives that we put in place had a bias to make sure that we had good labor standards, union protections.
My name's Lou Sagina, and I'm a proud union carpenter. I love being a carpenter. And that's it.
Floats are an integral part of any parade. Built by the members for the members, the Carpenters float is a rolling symbol of union craftsmanship and pride.
It's very iconic to the parades that the Carpenters participate in.
This float was built here originally in 1999, and we wanted something out of the box. So we decided we'd have a self-driven float, which required naturally a vehicle. We went with a 1975 Chevy pickup truck.
The float became so popular, it was widely used in parade appearances over the next few decades.
For a few years, it was a little out of commission. We had to refurbish it and get it back in shape again. It's something that all our members look forward to seeing.
It had cracks and it had paint problems and it had different things, wear and tear, like anything would. We've done complete rebuild with some fiberglass work on the hammer. with new carpet on the float, new doors on the float. We redid everything mechanical on the whole float all the way through. The float itself is 18 foot long. The hammer is 20 foot long. It goes up and down like it's driving a nail. The sign on top of the float spins around, displaying whatever parade you're at. You know, we make signs that are unique to the function we're going to. And then it has a sound system that now it's state-of-the-art.
The new float is a hit at the parade, but it's the message the Carpenters are spreading about their pride in the trade that really hits home throughout the community.
We are part of the community, and we are a community within ourselves. And we would like people to join and be part of that with us.
Thank you, Governor. Yes, sir.
If it wasn't for the union, if it wasn't for the Carpenters, I wouldn't be where I am now.
I wouldn't have been able to support my family the way that I have. So the most basic, most important needs that you have, the union sees to them and they help you tend to them.
Michael Conzo, Local 1, second-year apprentice. Happy St. Patty's Day.
Go Union!
They do it because we're all in this together. We all stand for it together.
For over 160 years, one name has forged America's backbone. From raw steel to the hands of those who build our nation, Klein crafts every tool with uncompromising precision. American made isn't just our standard, it's our legacy. When you hold a Klein tool, you're holding generations of craft, the sweat of American workers, and a promise. Klein Tools, built here.
Looking to boost your organization with high-quality American and union-made products? At Stars and Stripes Silk Screening, Embroidery, and Promotional Products, we've got you covered. From custom apparel to bags and promotional items, we help unions stand out with top-tier products that leave a lasting impression. Built tough for the brothers and sisters who build everything else. Choose Union Made at Stars and Stripes. Call today and get a quote.
The Mid-America Carpenters Regional Council provides opportunities for fulfilling careers no matter a person's background. One member took that opportunity to turn his life around by starting a company and mentoring young people from his community.
The Carpenters gave me an opportunity, and that's why I put my foot down and just go full force with the Carpenters.
From hard knocks to a successful career, Dante Hare is showing people who have come up through rough times a brighter future with the Mid-America Carpenters Regional Council.
I grew up a single family. My mom raised 5 kids. I was the middle child and played sports in middle school and high school, but growing up, I never really had the opportunity to play out of sports. I would go to school and like, hey, you want to go to the NBA or you want to go to the NFL, you know, be in the big leagues. But that didn't turn out. After I graduated, I got incarcerated. Hanging with the wrong crowd, being with the wrong guys.
Growing up in East St. Louis, it'll cultivate you. You'll either cultivate negatively or positively.
We were just young and wild, running around, thinking that we were invincible, but being in the wrong place at the wrong time with the wrong people cost me 3 years of my life. I got introduced to apprenticeship while I was incarcerated. I was doing some minor low voltage electrical wiring, just wired up cabinets, the LED lights and stuff like that, changing receptacles, small low voltage stuff. And then once I got out of prison, I got into the Highway Preparatory Training Program. They had a billboard and they were displaying, we need construction workers. It was a 2-month program and I excelled through the program, and that's when I got a letter of recommendation that you were a good student in the program. And then Dan Barger showed up down there and he offered us a position to be a carpenter.
Dante was the bright star in the class. We became friends pretty quickly in that program. What stood out about Dante was that he truly had the drive to be successful. He had a positive, a go-get-it attitude.
He helps create a positive environment that you want to be around.
So when Dan gave me an opportunity, I just jumped right on it. It changed my whole life. It changed my way of thinking and everything.
So I truly believe everybody deserves a second chance. The Mid-America Carpenters Regional Council, we don't look back on what you've done. We look to the future.
I actually started out as a first-term apprentice.
We were tearing off shingles and getting down to it.
And then once you get through the 8th term, you graduate to be a journeyman. And I went through it in April of 2011, and I graduated December 2015. Well, after my apprenticeship, I actually was eager to learn more because I did bridge work for about 5 years. I did that up and down the state, and it was pretty fun.
Though being a journeyman carpenter gave Dante the career he wanted more, and that included building up his community.
I wanted to start my business because in this area, there's not a lot of minority contractors, mainly in East St. Louis. And just walking around and growing up in this area, when I go out to other cities, I see the good things in other cities. And these contractors have good workers and they're building up their city. Well, I want the same thing down here in East St. Louis. My main objective was to go back to the programs and grab guys that are underserved, that doesn't have good representation.
I am one. Unfortunately, I made some mistakes in my past. He definitely believes that a person that has paid their debt to society deserves a fair shot at earning a living wage and being able to take care of themselves and their family, regardless to the mistakes that they made in the past. Because that's part of the American dream. If you had a past, okay, that's your past. You should be able to move forward once everything is said and done.
When I was released from prison, I was still on parole. It was just hard for me to find a job.
The Carpenters have definitely shown that they're willing to give an opportunity to almost anybody. We're a welcoming trade. Carpenters Union is a brotherhood that welcomes people in that want to take part in our mission. What makes Dante a great employer is that he cares. He cares about the well-being of his company, the well-being of his employees, even the well-being of their families. He's a real friend and brother beyond just working.
So I got started when I went through this program. It was called TAKE, Teens Against Killing Everywhere. And after I graduated the program, they knew a bunch of contractors, and I ended up meeting Dante. He's a great mentor because he talks to you as if you're not just a worker, but you're just a human too.
Dante's a brother, and he carries that mentality of brotherhood with him with all aspects of what he does, on and off the job. Dante, as an adult, I've seen nothing but positive cultivation and his desire to improve the standards of living for everybody around here. Better housing, good working wages, just a better standard of living for the people that's part of the community that we grew up in.
It gives them a real skill that they can use in life.
The Carpenters have given me a skill that no one can take away. They can't take away what I've learned.
It's about improving the people, improving the community, making sure that everything is better all around.
It changed my whole life. It changed my way of thinking and everything. I know what it did to me, and I know what it can do for somebody else. So I try to mentor them, and that's the main thing that I push on guys.
To me, it's inspiring. It gives a sense of satisfaction, a sense of pride.
Every day, the working men and women of organized labor build our communities and provide vital services. At Megan, we believe your financial future should be as strong and dependable as the work you do. Our team and planning solutions are tailored specifically for union members and your unique financial needs. That's where Megan Financial stands apart. For decades, we've worked side by side with labor unions, helping members understand and maximize their benefits. From pensions to annuity plans, health savings to retirement readiness, we provide personalized investor advice and wealth management. At Megan Financial, your goals are the priority. Let's build a future that is steadfast and hardworking as you are, where union expertise meets strategic planning. Visit Megan.com today.
Unions need a collective voice, just like workers do. We built the National Coalition of Labor to bring unions together to provide valuable benefits beyond the health care and retirement that their members already receive. Because we know that with numbers, there is strength. Strength that gives us the purchasing power to negotiate the best supplemental benefits that our members deserve at the lowest cost possible. Because united we bargain, divided we beg. Contact the NCL to see how your union can join our growing coalition.
As high school grads weigh college, the military, or the trades for their future, the Mid-America Carpenters are developing new strategies showing that a career with a toolbox can be just as rewarding as one built from textbooks.
I love coming to the school. I do love coming to the school and just being around people who love to do what they do.
Today we're recognizing National Apprenticeship Week, and it is a large recognition that we received 2 proclamations today, one from the City of St. Louis, the mayor, and the second one from County Executive Sam Page. It's a great honor to receive both of these proclamations for National Apprenticeship Week.
We know that the Carpenters Union is a great opportunity to get a very marketable skill set, to be involved in an organization that will take care of you and your family and to prepare you for a long career in construction.
Along with these proclamations, the Mid-America Carpenters Regional Council is also holding an open house for young people and their parents here at the St. Louis Training Center.
What we're doing here today is offering an opportunity for young men and women of all sorts to come and see what we actually do here. It's one thing to advertise apprenticeship training. It's one thing to actually go out and recruit and tell individuals about what we do. It's different to show them what we do on a daily basis. It also provides information on how this can better their lives.
I haven't really decided on what I want to be yet, so I'm using tonight as a test night to see what would it be like.
We saw 4 different types of floor layers. We saw concrete, a big turbine. We saw cabinetry.
This open house is all about recruitment, and when people get to come down and see this training center, they are amazed at what we do within these walls. So the open house is to entice moms, dads, kids, to get them to actually come down and see what they would be involved in.
This was kind of our first introduction to a lot of it. So this was great because I didn't even, to me, carpentry was like just putting up wood building, I guess. So I didn't realize there were so many other options under carpentry.
Once they become apprentices, young men and women feel a sense of pride. To get there simply requires perseverance and hard work.
I talk to my friends and then they tell me how they're proud of pursuing what I'm becoming, and you know, we all have we veered off different choices. Some went to military, some went to school, some are in the trades.
But as times change, so must recruiting tactics.
We haven't had an open house in a while. Now the virtual open house, we actually started after the pandemic to give everybody an explanation about what apprenticeship is like.
After the pandemic, the union looked for new ways beyond in-person events to stage open houses. Making these events as convenient as possible for people to attend seemed to garner better attendance.
It's the middle of November, and the weather may not always cooperate with us. So they decided it will be better outreach if we do something virtual that would allow more people to be able to come into our training center. You're doing the virtual open house at the convenience of your time and in your house, so I think it offers a little better comfort.
The numbers show how new approaches increase the number of attendees to recruiting events like this one.
The hope was to get around 300 people. We're close to 900 people who have signed up for this virtual open house.
Today, attending a virtual open house is as convenient as opening a web browser.
We're going to go over a PowerPoint presentation. I'm going to explain some of the programs that we offer.
Attendees of any of these events and programs learn about the benefits of becoming a union carpenter's apprentice.
The benefits of going through the apprenticeship program are not just long-term.
A career is a large investment. You know, most people can say that a college is a large investment, buying their first home, a car. The career is a huge investment, and they should be able to see what they'd be getting involved with. Kick the tires, open the hood, see how this motor runs here, and they can see the power of it.
The benefits of being a union carpenter for me has been just looking at my benefits, my insurance, knowing that I'm covered for anything, knowing that I have a future secured, such as a pension, an annuity.
I was really surprised that there's no tuition. These kids will graduate with so many skills and knowledge and not be hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt. And I think that's my biggest takeaway is like, my son can have such an amazing start to his adult life without the typical 4-year college debt.
Apprenticeships are a lot different from college. Probably the main way that most people understand it is you actually work and make money for 4 years instead of doing all your training up front and not having a job until after 4 years. That is a really important thing.
If you're passionate about building, be a carpenter. If you love just putting things together, then the skilled trade is for you. A lot of people do not associate skilled trade with passion.
This is an opportunity to not just find a job, but to find a career.
Armstrong takes pride in making a positive difference in people's lives. With the broadest portfolio in the industry and proven technical performance, contractors can install with confidence. Our ceiling construction expertise, training, and pre-engineered solutions make it seamless to transition from one end of the building to the other. Solutions like Frame-All drywall grid, including simple soffit prefabricated bend and click soffit framing, the faster, easier, better way to build from Armstrong.
Want a great career? Join the Carpenters Union and be part of the next generation building our communities. With the Carpenters Union Career Connections program, high school students get a head start on the industry's leading curriculum. Learn the latest in construction technology and the many skilled crafts the Carpenters Union represents. Plus, earn as you learn. Receive a nice paycheck, health insurance benefits, and best of all, no college debt. Ask your school district to participate in the Career Connections program and get started on your future.
Welcome back to Built to Last. The Mid-America Carpenters are building the future, recruiting young talent through a dynamic program that kickstarts careers for young people from underserved communities.
I joined Job Corps so I could provide a better opportunity for myself.
I like working with my hands, and Job Corps really provided the opportunity for me to do so.
It's a very welcoming place, and I'm very excited to start my career here.
So Job Corps is a U.S. Department of Labor program. It started 60 years ago under the Johnson administration. It's the nation's largest free residential education and career training program serving 16 to 24-year-olds. Job Corps currently has over 30,000 students currently enrolled at the 122 Job Corps campuses nationwide. And over the years, a couple million have graduated successfully from Job Corps. And here in Chicago, we've had tens of thousands in just the 25 years that our campus has been located here in Chicago. So here at Paul Simon Chicago Job Corps campus, we offer a variety of trades. Carpentry is one of those trades.
It's a pleasure for me to be able to teach the kids so that they can launch their careers and experience the same benefits that I've gotten in my 24 years as a carpenter. They come in here with a shell. They come in here kind of hardened by the streets that they come from. And Ms. Figueroa and myself, we work very hard to break that shell. And you definitely see when it happens. There's a light that starts to come on in the student, and it's very rewarding to see.
Right now we have rock stars that are completing this program within 4 months because they are just using every minute on the floor. But it can take some students between 18 to 24 months, and that's because we have to share them with education. So they're in education 1 week and then trade another, so that extends their time here while at Job Corps. We do material handling, and that is where you go outside and you build your muscles to carry plywood, forms, 2x4s, and after that, they come in and they all start working on their independent projects.
They start with laying out, scribing, using hand tools, basic hand tools, learning the language of our trade.
Because it's at your own pace, Job Corps can really support you in whatever your needs are. I went to college for a semester and I realized it wasn't for me.
I'm new here, and I'm learning a lot of things every day I'm here, and I'm very, very happy. All my classmates are pretty cool. They're all very friendly. My instructors are awesome. They're always there for me, and they're teaching me the things that I need to learn to be successful out in the field.
My favorite part about being here is really seeing my growth. As from when I started, I didn't really have anything going for myself. But now I could think of 10 years into the future and what I want to build for myself and provide for the people that I love and supporting me along the way.
We teach them basic employability skills as well as carpentry skills, and we get them into the registered apprenticeship program through the Mid-America Carpenters. I took that same career path 15 years ago, thank God. After I completed Job Corps, I became a union carpenter. I started as a first-year apprentice doing interior and also safety. And I believe that what helped me meet the standards of the field was the basic skills and the safety skills that I acquired here at Job Corps. And I hope that some of the struggles that I have gone through, I can empathize with them and I can help them through their struggles as best as possible. And I believe that that is what the Carpenters in the Brotherhood is about, is helping one another to strive and be better every day by encouraging one another.
Over the last year, Paul Simon has had the privilege and honor of placing 50% of our graduates into carpentry careers, and we hope to grow that number as time moves forward. We're the only training entity that I know of that has a direct path into our apprenticeship. So I would definitely tell a student it's worth it. You're going to acquire a knowledge and a skill that you'll never lose. So Paul Simon is a great place to start your journey.
This program is critically important all across the nation because we serve opportunity youth and we give them that opportunity to learn a trade and begin a career and become successful citizens all across the country.
My students are a bright light who make it very joyful to come to work. And we do our best to mentor them through the struggles of life as they come. That's what has helped me get to this position that I thank God every day for, it to be able to share this experience with other students, and hopefully they take that same road.
I'm here to get the tools that I need to provide for my family.
I'm learning a lot here at the Job Corps Center, and I can't wait for the future and when I'm a full-time carpenter.
Here at Paul Simon Job Corps, we're given tools for life.
If you like these stories, be sure to follow us on TikTok, Facebook, X, and Instagram. I'm Mark Nilsson. We'll see you next time.